Okay, hold on. And fun. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second game day of today. Tonight's game pitches the number 18 Notre Dame Fighting Irish travel to East Lansing to take on the Michigan State Spartans. You saw Notre Dame's roster, but you haven't seen Michigan State. I'm here to help you out. So here we go. Now you saw my face for a little bit there, so hey. Anyways, Brady Quinn, still the quarterback for Notre Dame. No injuries for Notre Dame, so it's pretty much the same. Ryan Grant, Marcus Wilson. Fullback Rashawn Powers-Neal, Bruce Stovall, Reed McKnight, Jeff Samardzija. You also got Henry Carter and Nick Sheffield. Marcus Freeman and Jared Clark at tight ends. Offensive line led by Bob Morton. Victor Abiamiri and Travis Lakeco are at the ends. D tackles Simeon Lindsay, Derek Landry. Outside linebackers T.D. Graham, Nick Brassetti, Leroy Franklin, J.D. Hatfield at middle linebackers. Tim Carter, of course, the top 10 recruit, alongside Carlos Campbell. And they also got nickelback Dwight Ellick and Mike Downing as the nickel and dime. Outside corners being Tim Carter and Carlos Campbell. Colby Smith at free safety, Garen Bible at strong safety, Stevie Ivey kicker, Fitzpatrick punter. Now on to Michigan State. That's just the team that you did not see. So, starting quarterback for Michigan State is Damon Dowdle, redshirt senior. Running backs, Tyrell Dortch, Jaron Hayes. We also got Jeremy Scott if you need him. Jason Teague is injured, so it's Tavares Henley that will start at fullback. Kyle Brown is starting wide out, but Akeem Shabazz also injured for the season. So, taking his place is Samuel Champagne. You got Ben Steckler, Robert Gallegos, and you also got Jacob O'Neal. Tight ends, Jason Randall, Eric Knott. Offensive line, not too bad. William Whitaker leading that bunch. D ends, Clifton Ryan, Clifford Dukes. D tackles, Brandon McKinney, Kevin Vickerson. Outside linebackers, you have, if I'm not mistaken, it's Hurston Mitchell, Gary Hurst, and Seth Mitchell. Yep. Middle linebackers, Ron Stanley and Lewis Landrum. Corners, Ashton Watson, Roderick Maples on the outside. Derek Barnett at the nickel, and DeAndre Cobb at the dime man. Jason Harmon at free safety. Darren Ware strong safety. Dave Rayner as the kicker, and Courtney Langford as the punter. First time we get to see Michigan State in this sim. They've never... Michigan State has never been on a game day slate. Not season 1, not this season until now. So if I can find them right here. Notre Dame, Michigan State, 3-0 against 1-2. Michigan State, no alternate uniforms. And Notre Dame doesn't have any other away uniforms, so there we go. So here we go. Notre Dame 3-0 heading into this game on the road as the 18th ranked team in the country. And they also got Michigan State coming in at 1-2, but their only win against Buffalo. That's not a great resume. But this would be a huge win for Michigan State if they get a win against the Irish. So here we go, 3-0 against 1-2 in Spartan Stadium in East Lansing. Michigan State takes on Notre Dame. There are the Michigan State Spartans. They actually weren't too bad in 2003 and 2004. They weren't the absolute worst in the world. I'm trying to think. Michigan State Spartans football. Yep. Believe it or not, Michigan State was 8-5 in 2003. Got as high as number 9. But then, of course, they beat 2 ranked teams, but lost 3. There's Marie Stovall for the Irish, ready to do battle with the Spartans. You obviously have Damon Dowdle along with Tyrell Dortch. Yeah, Tyrell Dortch for Michigan State, ready to get it going. 5-7 for Michigan State. That's a little interesting. They did beat number 5 Wisconsin at home. Same thing with Minnesota. 5-7, but beat 2 ranked teams. A little interesting, but Michigan State wins the toss, and they will receive to start the first half. Spartans want the football. Almost forgot. I keep forgetting to do the thing. Anything, Shout starting at all? No. Guess I'll put him at right tackle. The ends. Amiri will start alongside Justin Tuck. And for linebackers, of course, got to put Hatfield. J.D. Hatfield at left us on linebacker. And that's pretty much it for Notre Dame. And, of course, got to do the same thing for Michigan State. Got to be fair. We don't play favorites here. So here we go, Michigan State. Let's see if you guys got anybody. It's actually Jason Randall that'll be a fullback. Anybody need to be replaced? No. Doesn't look like it. Seth Mitchell, you could put Landrum in there. Lewis Landrum will be left outside linebacker for this game. And that's it. Yep, that was just the only thing that needed to be changed. Here we go.
Notre Dame has the ball teed up, and we're ready for kickoff.
Kicking it off is Stevie Ivy. Back to return Ashton Watson and Tyrell Dortch. And here we go. Second game of the day is underway. Here is Ashton Watson on the return. He'll spin on his way almost at a 25. He'll be taken down there. Damon Dowdle, not a good start to his campaign, his first year starting as a Michigan State Spartan. 0 touchdowns, 3 picks, 571 yards. But he does have 2 good impact players, Tyrell Dortch and Eric Knott at tight end. Here goes his first play. They snapped it already. Here's the right side throw. Completes it. That's Kyle Brown, the junior wideout. He is close to the first down. I was going to say stuff, but they keep on stepping the ball before I could say anything. 9-yard gain to the 33. Damon Dowdle hasn't thrown a single touchdown yet this season. I think Drew Stanton may have played. Michigan State's 2 games, or 2 L's. One of them was to Pittsburgh last week, and then a couple weeks ago in week 2. Week 3, they beat Buffalo. Oh no. If this is a run for Dortch and he gets a first down to the 40. I'm trying to figure out who it was that beat Michigan State. Sorry. Oh, it was UCLA. So 30-10, UCLA beat them. So did Pittsburgh, but they were able to beat Buffalo in week 2, not week 3. So my bad on that one. But those are the 2 losses. That's the record for Michigan State. Notre Dame, of course, undefeated. Beaten Indiana, Purdue, and just last week. Trying to remember, sorry. There's a deep pass by Dowdle. Almost completed. That was to Ryan Woods, the 3rd string tight end, because Randall's starting at fullback. What was the other game? That was last week. I think it was a feature game for the... Oh, never mind. No, it wasn't. Week 4, who did in Notre Dame play? UNLV. Damon Dowdle is going to take this handoff on second down. And he's actually going to get to the 46-yard line. And now comes third down for the Spartans. Pretty solid run for Dowdle. He has actually a scrambler. So that's good news for Michigan State. So he can make plays with his legs. From the 45, it's 3rd and 5. Wait a minute. Did I put it on PA only? I like doing none. Nobody interrupted me. Thank you very much. Not you guys. You guys can interrupt me. That's fine. Ooh, a little option play. Dowdle going to step up and pick up the first in Notre Dame territory. Notre Dame dominated UNLV and Purdue. They probably Purdue would have been who kickoff, and they also almost lost to Indiana in week 2. Michigan State already in Notre Dame territory to start the game. 2 minutes already gone by on this drive. First down, Spartans. Yeah, this is the very first time this season that we see Michigan State play on stream. Oh, that was almost intercepted. Samuel Champagne, who's replacing the injured Akeem Jabaj, nearly forced that into an interception. So, yeah, during March Madness, Cougars are not looking too good. They're down to Texas with 4:20 to go, 35-32. North Carolina winning 56-37 over VCU. Texas A&M has a lead over St. Mary's, and Michigan has a lead over Howard. 2nd and 10 off the incompletion. Here goes Tyrell Dortch. Runs to the left side. Gets a good block. He's got a decent game. Tavares Henley got a pretty good block on the left side. I thought maybe Dortch should have went to the outside to get a big run out of it, but he got a decent run anyway. I think he got to the 41-yard line, so it will be 3rd and short. 3rd and 3 for Michigan State. So here we go. Randall in the backfield. 3rd and 3. Alongside Tyrell Dortch. It's a handoff to Dortch. And he will... Oh, I think he's short. He had the first down if he just keeps running straight. He decided to turn the corner. Gets brought down immediately. That time by Colby Smith, the true freshman. Oh, and Michigan State's going to go for it. On 4th and 1 from the 39-yard line. 3 minutes already gone by in this drive. Would be a shame if they didn't get the first down after all that time spent. 4th and 1. Handoff goes to Dortch, and he will pick up the first down and more. Oh, and he loses the ball! And the Irish scoops it up. Oh, and it's holding on Michigan State. Notre Dame keeps the football on the turnover. Tyrell Dortch had the first down, but it got knocked away. Garen Bible forced the ball loose. The pickup was by Leroy Franklin, a true freshman. After 3 minutes, Notre Dame forces a turnover on the Spartans. Here comes Brady Quinn in the offense. 479 yards, 6 touchdowns, 1 interception. And he's got some impact players on his own on offense. I forgot about the Notre Dame defense, but Ryan Grant and Reese Stovall in the offense. Notre Dame's defense was Justin Tuck and Victor Abiamiri. Michigan State's defense, as that's a handoff to Rashawn Powers-Neal. Michigan State's defense is headed by Clifton Ryan and Ronald Stanley. That was Stanley who just got the tackle and is celebrating right now. So 2nd and 9 for Notre Dame after a 1-yard run. Toss goes to Grant. Goes outside. Has a big run. Spin move. First down, Notre Dame. Great run for Ryan Grant. Tackled by Jason Harmon. And Notre Dame moves the chains to the 40-yard line. Offense has been struggling according to the game, really because they play short games. 98th in the country in total offense for Notre Dame. Brady Quinn looking for a target. Goes left side. Intercepted! Picked off by Ashton. Oh, down to the 2-yard line. Intercepted by Ashton Watson. The junior corner intercepts Brady Quinn, and Michigan State's got first and goal. Bad decision by Brady Quinn. And Michigan State's got the ball at the 2-yard line. What a big break for the Spartans. And here's the handoff to Dortch. Can he rumble in? Not quite. I think they tapped him on the 1. Obviously, from the last game, you missed it. Colorado State dominates over UCF with a strong fourth quarter, scoring 21 points, including 2 defensive touchdowns to beat UCF by 3 scores. Colorado State ends UCF's perfect season. 2nd and goal for the Spartans. Still Dortch and Randall in the backfield. Dortch gets the handoff. Goes to the middle. Touchdown, Spartans. Oh, but a holding call on Michigan State. The call's going to go against Ryan Woods, the 3rd-string tight end. Oh, Michigan State's coach is not happy. I mean, I wouldn't be either. Oh, that's going to push it back to the 11-yard line now. Oh, no. 2nd down and goal at the 11-yard line off the penalty. That's Henley in motion. Randall's still in the backfield. Dowdle will throw. Left side. Oh, it's off the hands of Ryan Woods, who got a penalty. Man. What a liability. You held, which robbed y'all of a touchdown, and then you dropped that pass. Ryan Woods. Why did Jason Teague have to get hurt? Also, red zone scoring for Michigan State, 58%. One of the worst in the country. Yikes. 3rd and goal. Dowdle looking left side. Completes it. Not quite going to get there. To the 6-yard line. That was complete to Eric Knott, the tight end. And will be 4th down. Colby Smith with a stop. Why is that a white screen? Anyways. Drew Stanton to hold. Dave Rayner to kick it, and it's Whitaker to hold. Looks like Michigan State will attempt a 24-yarder. Dave Rayner, the senior, will kick it. That's to give Michigan State an early lead off the turnover. And this kick from Rayner goes through. 3-0 Spartans. So, the turnover takeaway by Michigan State's defense turns into 3 points for Michigan State, and they got the lead with 1:44 to go in the first quarter. Very nicely done. And now Notre Dame will have to try to make up for it. So here we go. Dave Rayner to kick it off to Notre Dame after the field goal. This one's going to be at the 2-yard line. Here goes the return, and take it down at the 20-yard line is Maurice. Oh, wait. Yeah, Maurice Stovall. So here we go. Brady Quinn comes out on the field again, trying to make up for his interception that turned into points for Michigan State. 1:42 left of the first quarter. Touchdowns on each side of the line. Handoff goes to Powers Neal and makes a move, but taken down pretty quickly. That time, Brandon McKinney was there. It's only like a 2-yard gain. It'll be second down. That was not what I was trying to do. Anyway, second down. It's 7. It was actually a 3-yard run for Powers Neal. Brings up second at 7. Handoff goes to Grant. He's going to go up the middle, and he will be just short of the first down, but he sets Notre Dame up for a 3rd and short. Pretty good stuff for Notre Dame here as they're trying to move the chains. Takedown was by Ellis Davis. Going to be 3rd down for Notre Dame. 3rd and inches. Less than a minute to go in the first quarter. Little jumbo set here for Notre Dame. For the Irish. Toss play to Grant. Oh, it's going to be snuffed out. Denied by Roderick Maples for the TFL, and Notre Dame's got to punt the ball away. Oh man, Notre Dame's not having a good game at all. I mean, Purdue, at least the Purdue game was actually good for them, but the Indiana game was rough. Well, UNLV wasn't bad. Indiana game was very rough. I think that's what it's starting to turn into. Ashton Watson on the outside, past the 40 to the 42-yard line of the return. Nicely done from Ashton Watson. Now it'll be first down Michigan State at the 42-yard line. That's where Michigan State will take over for the next drive. Got a takeaway, set up at the 2-yard line, almost scored a touchdown, but a holding penalty forced them to take a field goal. Now 1st and 10 for Michigan State. Here's a handoff to the fullback Henley. That's the 3rd-string fullback. He is taken down after a few yards. 2nd down, and that will be the end of the first quarter. Spartans lead 3-0 after the tackle by Justin Tuck. 3-0 Spartans after 1. Here we go with 2nd and 7 to start the second quarter. It was a 3-yard run for Henley. Draw play goes to Torch, and he is hit hard behind the line. Abiamiri with a nice TFL, and it'll be 3rd down. Nine-point lead for Texas. Are you kidding me, man? 9-point lead at the half. Actually unbelievable. Like, what more do you want us to do? Like, we're down so many injuries. 3rd and 8 for Michigan State. It's a handoff. Dortch is going to take it. He almost got there. He got to midfield, but not quite enough for a first down. 7 carries for 25 yards. That's not horrible. They don't think they're going to go for it. I'm sorry, Michigan State fans. They are not going to go for it. Instead, they will punt it away with Courtney Langford. And they're booing. Ryan Grant back to return. That was a pretty good run for Dortch, but it just wasn't enough for a first down. In the game of 6. Here comes the punt. It's a pretty good one. That might go to the end zone, and it will. 20-yard line. After a minute gone by in the second quarter, Notre Dame sets up at the 20. No touchdowns yet. Offenses, for the most part, really struggling to try to move the ball down the field. I mean, Michigan State didn't do too bad on their first drive, but, you know, of course, they fumbled the ball away. Quinn back to throw. Has time, right side. Almost intercepted again. Oh, goodness. That was, I think that was Maples that nearly had himself an interception. That would have been the second of the game thrown by Quinn. He didn't start flourishing until 2005. Or maybe it was late 2004. I'm not too sure. Turned into a first-round pick to the Cleveland Browns, and where his career went down the drain. 2nd and 10. Handoff goes to Ryan Grant, and he is taken down quickly. Big takedown for the Spartan defense. Gary Hurst, the true freshman, gets there, and it's going to be 3rd down for Notre Dame. Just nothing doing for Notre Dame's offense in his first half right now. Now 3rd and 9 for the Irish. This is not looking good for Notre Dame right now. Blitz coming. Picked up pretty well. No, it's not! That's a sack for Michigan State. The sack goes to Clifton Ryan, the redshirt sophomore defensive end. And Notre Dame will have to punt away on a 3-and-out. 3-0 lead still for Michigan State. In Michigan State's game slate debut in the sim. Well, their NCAA 04 sim debut. Bets return is Watson. On the punt by Fitzpatrick. Here he goes to the 45-yard line. Breaks a tackle to the 45, and that's where he's taken down. Decent field position for Michigan State. Spartans looking to build on the lead. Don't worry, Notre Dame's defense usually helps them out. Especially in the last 3 quarters. They don't really have a good first quarter, but then the next 3 quarters they have a really good game. But that remains to be seen here. Draw play goes to Tyrell George. TFL for Notre Dame. Nice play defensively for the Irish. That's Simeon Lindsay, the true freshman, with the tackle for loss. That's going to be 2nd down. 2nd and 12 off the loss of 2 from Tyrell George. Notre Dame shifts the D-line. Handoff goes to Dortch again. He's going to get a few yards before being taken down. That time by Leroy Franklin. And it's going to be 3rd down for Michigan State. They ran the ball on 3rd and 8 last time. I'm hoping they don't do the same thing there. The same thing here that they did just on the last drive. This is also 3rd and 8. I think it's trips on the right side of the screen, but it's the left side of the line. 3rd and 8. It is. Dowdle throws outside. It's incomplete. Went for Kyle Brown. Unable to connect. Coverage by Tim Grant. And it forces a 4th down. Tim Carter. I was about to say Tim Carter. Force Tim Carter. Is the freshman from Dayton, Ohio, committed to Notre Dame. Michigan State with Courtney Langford having to punt this away. Ryan Grant back to return. Good punt again. That's going to take a backspin to the 17-yard line. That's where Notre Dame will start the next drive. Covered by Woods. And Notre Dame sets up inside the 20. Pretty good punt for... Is that the senior? No, it's the freshman, Courtney Langford. Pretty good leg on him. So, 17-yard line, 3:48 to go in the first half. Yeah, Brady Quinn, not sure what's going on here. I think the inconsistency showed in 2004, but he got better in the next 2 seasons. Good block on the right side of the tackle. Watch out! Maurice Stovall is gone. You aren't catching him. Touchdown, Notre Dame. 83 yards. Nice play action and a great block. Give credit. That was Zachary Giles, who got the huge block on the outside that allowed Brady Quinn to make that throw. And 83 yards goes Maurice Stovall. The last player who had a chance, I believe, was Dukes. As we take a look at this block by Zachary Giles. And it sure was. Clifford Dukes was the last guy who had a shot at Quinn, but give credit to Zachary Giles with an outstanding block. Oh, and a full start on the PAT. And that was Jared Clark, the backup tight end. So it's going to be at the 8-yard line instead on the extra point. The hold is by Pat Dillingham. Brady Quinn's a junior in this game. I think 2003, so he redshirted it. Then he took over in 04. Then next 3 seasons took over for Notre Dame. Last 2 years turned him into BCS contenders. Irish up 7-3 with 3.5 minutes to go in the first half. Very nicely done for Notre Dame. Notre Dame didn't do too great in 2004. I think they went 5-6 or something like that, or somewhere around those lines. Somewhere around those lines. It was 6-6. They lost the Insight Bowl to Oregon State. Stevie Ivey, the true freshman, kicking it. That's a pretty good kick to the end zone. Dortch will take it out. And he will get to about the 20 on the return. That's where Michigan State will start the next drive. So next game, tomorrow at 4:30 Eastern, 3:30 Central, is LSU at number 7 Georgia. Top 10 showdown between 2 SEC teams from opposite divisions. That should be a good game. As there's a handout to Tyrell Dortch. He's going to get a few yards or being taken down that time by Justin Tuck, the senior defensive end. Sings up second down. LSU Georgia should be a fun one. And then tomorrow night's 8/7 Central, Ohio State. Number 3 Ohio State takes on the Wildcats of Kansas State. We saw them earlier. They got shut out by Virginia. Must have said so. That should be a pretty big blowout, to be honest with you. Tyrell Dortch trying to harry and takes the hit. Braces for impact for some reason. I don't know why you tossed there. TFL goes to J.D. Hatfield, the true freshman, and now 3rd down for Michigan State. 3rd and 6 for the Spartans. It was at the 19, so 3rd and 6 for Michigan State. They need to convert here. Dowdle, he's looking left side. Oh, it's incomplete. Went for Kyle Brown again. Couldn't connect. 3 and outs. Punt team incoming for Michigan State. Courtney Langford having to punt it away again. I don't know what's going on. Like, Kyle Brown caught the first pass of the game, and then all of a sudden, he forgot his hands. He must have left his hands on the sideline. I don't know. Luckily, he's going back to the sideline to get those hands back. Punt goes out of bounds from Langford, and Notre Dame will set up close to midfield. Actually, yeah, no. They are not sitting. Actually, 43-yard line's pretty close. Yep, pretty good field position for Notre Dame to start the next drive. 2.5 minutes left in the first half. Notre Dame toss and an end around to Stovall, who will throw to Quinn, and he will pick up a first down, break a tackle, and get in Spartan territory at the 44. I'm very sure we subbed out Brady Quinn, or either that or Pat Dillingham subbed in for an injury. I think Brady Quinn was out for the game 2 weeks ago when they played Purdue. I think he was injured, and then Pat Dillingham took over and pretty much took over the game. Ryan Grant in motion on first down after a big trick play from the Irish. The tricky Irish does it again. Quinn has a lot of time, fires, completes it. First down, Notre Dame. It's Henry Carter, the freshman, with a big first down. Injuries, I believe, are starting to catch up to Michigan State, especially offensively. Yeah, no defensive injuries for Michigan State, but Notre Dame's fresh and healthy. They got their starting quarterback back, and yeah, he looks better than he did before the injury. First and 10, handoff goes to Grant. Tries to bounce it outside, stiff arm, but not going to get too much out of it. Taken down, I believe, by, Roderick Maples. So second down for Notre Dame after a timeout called by the Irish. Up 7-3 on Michigan State. Minute and a half left to go in the half. 2 timeouts remaining for Notre Dame. Second and 10. Option play. Quinn is going to take it. He's going to go outside and brought down by Maples after a 5-yard gain. So now brings up third down and 5 for the Irish. They're in field goal territory. Let's see what they do here. At the 17-yard line, 3rd and 5 for the Irish. Fullback lined up at the strong side. Powers kneel. Fullback. Blitz coming. Picked up well by Notre Dame. Quinn looking left side. Intercepted. Ashton Watson again. Down the sideline. Can anyone catch him? McKnight's got a chance. No, he does not. Touchdown, Spartans. I thought Reba McKnight had a chance to get him, but nope. Ashton Watson takes it all the way. His second pick of the half. He returns it for a touchdown. How about that turning point of the game? I thought McKnight had the speed, but Ashton Watson just had enough space to take that all the way. Really good defensive play for Ashton Watson. And Michigan State's got the lead. 51 seconds left in the first half. How about this? William Whitaker will snap it. Stanton on the hold. Dave Rayner to kick the extra point to make it 10-7 Spartans. And he knocks it through. So how about that? The Spartans have now gotten the lead with less than a minute to go in the first half. Just remember, Michigan State elected to receive to start the first half. So Notre Dame will receive the kickoff to start the second half. So here we go. Michigan State kick it off again. Just remember, last week we only had one upset. Oh, sort of. West Virginia, number 20, beat number 5 Florida in a dominant fashion. I would say that's an upset. As Ryan Grant takes this kickoff to the 21, but there's a flag, and it's on the Irish. Bonelli gets called for clipping. The penalty is on Bonelli for holding, or for clipping, excuse me, my apologies. I don't see him on here on my depth chart, sorry. So first down at the 11 with 47 seconds to go in the first half. Handoff goes to Grant up the middle. He's actually going to get a pretty nice gain to the 16 with a gain of 5. 6 carries for 18 yards for Grant, 11 carries for 31 for Dortch. Not great for the running backs. And Notre Dame's probably just going to run the rest of this first half out. Three defensive linemen for Michigan State on 2nd and 5. Could hand it off to the fullback here. Nope, play fake. Here goes Quinn. Ooh, lots of time. Fires right side. It is dropped. Maurice Stovall couldn't hang on. 12 seconds remain in the first half. 3rd and 5 coming up for Notre Dame. Tried to play fake to Stovall. He had it, but dropped it through the contact. So now 3rd and 5 for Notre Dame. A struggle fest on 3rd downs. We have had a lot of those across the season. Not very often you'll see a team do well on 3rd down conversions. McKnight will go in motion here on 3rd and 5. 12 seconds remain in the first half. Handoff, Powers Neal. Gets the carry. It was short. And the Spartans will call timeout. Notre Dame does not get the first down. They'll have to punt it away. Stanley with the stop. So now DJ Fitzpatrick will have to punt this away to Ashton Watson, who's already got 2 interceptions, 1 for a touchdown. Let's see what happens here as we get to the final seconds of the first half. Will Michigan State have enough time? Let's find out. Watson with a juke move, and they will have time. They got 1 second left. They're in Irish territory. Wow, 47-yard line, or maybe 46, is where Michigan State is at. It's at the 47-yard line of Notre Dame. 1 second left. Really, all they have to do is just get a Hail Mary going. Yep. They got 3 receivers back there. Long drop back for Dowdle. Here's a deep shot on left side. Complete but short. Kyle Brown made the catch, but it's short of the end zone. Oh, so no scoring strike for the Spartans to end the half. How about Colby Smith, the true freshman, preventing a touchdown? Huge play from him to end the first half. Who knows? That might have saved Notre Dame there. Pretty even at this point. Michigan State will kick off to Notre Dame to start the second half. Notre Dame leads in yards and first downs. Michigan State has the time of possession and turnover battles. I think the battles that Michigan State is leading in are the reasons why they're in the lead right now. Here's a kick to the 1-yard line. Here goes Ryan Grant going across field to the middle. He'll take it down to the 20-yard line. That is where Notre Dame will start their first drive of the second half. Yep, Notre Dame with Tyrone Willingham. That was his final season with the Irish. Went 6-6. Willingham went from Notre Dame to Washington, and ultimately his last year in college career was when he finished 0-12. Right side, completes it. That's Marcus Freeman, the tight end, but big stop there from Maples. Brings up second down. The pass was caught by Freeman, but shut down quickly by Maples. 2nd and 8. Yep, obviously in 2005, that is when Charlie Weiss stepped in, and Notre Dame had a good season. Had a couple 2 seasons that were good. Oh no! TFL by Michigan State, and Ryan Grant injured his foot. That is not good at all. They are having a close-up shot of him whipping off to the sideline. So Marcus Wilson will have to take over on the tackle by Ronald Stanley. That might not be good. If that's a close-up shot, that might be horrible for Notre Dame. 3rd and 11 coming up for Notre Dame here. They got to pick up a first down here. Marcus Wilson in the backfield. At least until Ryan Grant gets checked on. Let's see. Quinn fires over the middle, completes it, but short. It's McKnight with the catch, but stopped quickly by Gary Hurst. And Notre Dame is going to go 3 and out. I haven't seen an injury update yet for Grant. This might not be good. Injured his foot. They got a close-up shot of him limping to the sideline when he got hurt. That might not be good. That was a shanked punt, though, by Fitzpatrick. Michigan State will take over some good field position. Irish fans holding their breath, hoping Ryan Grant's okay. I hope he is as well. 45-yard line is where Michigan State will start the next drive, their first drive of the first half. Minute and a half already gone by in the third quarter. Dowdle dropping back, looking right side, completes, but there's a flag down. Steckler got the catch, but Spartans got caught holding. It's Kyle Cook, the left guard, and Michigan State's head coach is irate. I would be too. I'd be hot too. John L. Smith was the coach. He was the one that was not happy about the holding penalty. 35-yard line now, first down, 20. So that definitely set him back. Dortch will go in motion. Randall, the only man in the backfield. Ooh, option pass. Here's Dowdle, lofty one. Incomplete. One for Kyle Brown. Great coverage by Notre Dame. Who was covering him there on that option pass? Oh, Tim Carter. How about that? Tim Carter with some good coverage on Kyle Brown. Brings up 2nd and 20. Notre Dame's still fighting, man. Yeah, chat. Notre Dame's still fighting, but still behind. Trips on the top of the screen. 2nd and 20. Dowdle looking quickly. Ooh, that was nearly... Oh, my goodness. That was nearly caught by Steckler. It was tipped up. Could have been intercepted. The intended target was actually Samuel Champagne. And it's going to be 3rd and long for Michigan State. Just imagine they didn't have that holding call. Here we go. Dowdle looking left side. Ooh, broken coverage. Blown coverage. No, not really blown coverage, but really tight coverage. And forces Michigan State to punt. I think it was Gallegos that was the intended target, or was it Steckler? As Langford will have to punt it away. The intended receiver was Gallegos. So punting away is Courtney Langford. On 4th and 20. Good stop by Notre Dame's defense after Notre Dame struggled to move the ball. 4:52 to go in the third quarter. Deep punt. It's a good one. And that will bounce to the end zone. Notre Dame takes over at the 20 with 4:49 to go. I didn't see an injury update, so maybe he's back on the field for Ryan Grant. I think he is back on the field. Yep. Oh, no, it's not. Nope. Wilson's back out there. Wait a minute. Let me check on him. Let me see how long he's out for a week. So he's out for the rest of this game. I'm not sure what it was, but he's out for the rest of the week. Rest of the game. Powers Neal gets a Harry, breaks a couple tackles, gets a 4-yard gain. But he gets stuff going on for Notre Dame. right now, as far as the start of this drive, will be second down and 6, more than likely. Oh, second and 5. That was a 5-yard run. Okay. So now second and 5 coming up for Notre Dame. 4-man defensive front for the Spartans. Here comes second and 5. Oh, yeah, I almost forgot about the March Madness thing. Quinn looking to throw. Here's the throw. Left side, Lofter, and it's knocked away. Double coverage. Here we go with BYU again with the freaking slow starts in the first half. Can we stop doing that, Kevin? I told you, Kevin Young, you gotta stop it with these slow starts. Incomplete pass, 3rd and 5. UNC's up 5 with a minute 15 to go in the second half. Michigan's ahead by 7 on Howard. Now they're up by 10. Texas A&M's up 16 on St. Mary's. Thank goodness I picked A&M. Quinn on the move. Rolls, fires, completes it. First down, Irish. That one completed to Jared Clark. Nice completion to the backup tight end, and it moves the chains for Notre Dame. Finally. Little rollout for Brady Quinn. 2 receivers come together, and it was Jared Clark who came over with the football. VCU is now down only 3. Okay, this game's starting to get interesting here. Quinn on first down. Looking right side. Is knocked away. Almost picked. One for Wilson. 5 of 11 for 1 touchdown, 2 picks, 134 yards. Not good at all, to say the least. Oh my goodness gracious, North Carolina. Oh, it's VC. Oh, it was a rebound by Lewis, though. Offensive rebound by Lewis. Oh no. They call a foul on VCU. 2nd and 10 now for Notre Dame after the incompletion. Here's Rashawn Powers. Neal on the carry. He's going to get a nice gain. Close to midfield at the 47-yard line. 5 carries, 19 yards. Not too bad for the fullback. And now comes 3rd down. Never mind. I was on UNC. Not sure why they called it on VCU on the thing. But okay then. 3rd down and 4. Look at that. 1 conversion for each of them. 2 of 13 combined. That is horrible. 3rd and 4. This should be convertible for Notre Dame. 4-man rush. Quinn looking left side. Completion. Marcus Freeman. First down Notre Dame. And just like I said, it was convertible and they got it. Now they're in Michigan State territory. Big defensive battle between the Irish and Spartans. Big rivalry. Turf toe out for a week for Ryan Grant. Okay, so it was a turf toe, so he's just out for the rest of this game. Or is he? 1st and 10, just up to 3 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Handoff goes to the big fella. He's going to take it for a few yards. That's Ryan Hayes, 6'5", 277-pound freshman. That's a big boy at fullback. And Texas is up 6. My life. Word. It was the free throw, VCU. Here comes 2nd down. Here's Quinn looking left side. Caught by Stovall. It's 1st and goal. Maurice Stovall does it again. He's been Brady Quinn's favorite target this season, and he's proven that to be justified. 2 catches already, 1 for an 83-yard touchdown. That was only his 2nd catch of the game. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line. 7.5-yard line, should we say. Play action. Here goes Brady Quinn. Little bit of pressure. Fires. Incomplete. Good coverage by Michigan State. caught and dropped by McKnight. Ooh, Notre Dame nearly had themselves the lead. They were a catch away from doing so. Second down coming up for the Irish. Second and goal for Notre Dame in the 7. They're definitely in field goal range right now. It is a rainy day in East Lansing, by the way. Here goes Wilson on the handoff, and he's taken down for a loss. Big play for Gary Hurst, and it's going to be third and goal for Notre Dame. Good news for them is that they got a good kicker, Stevie Ivy. I hope he is. Third and goal at the 9. Just under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. High snap, Quinn looking right side, complete. No, it's dropped. Henry Carter, the true freshman, was the intended target. Couldn't quite connect. Barnett with a nice deflection, and it'll be 4th down. Darren Barnett, a junior corner, who's the nickelback, made the play defensively, and now Notre Dame sets up for a field goal. 2 of 6 in his career. What? 26-yard field goal from the left hash out of the hold of Dillingham. Bob Morton, the snapper. Stevie Ivy from 26. Makes it, and it's a tied ball game. 10-10 in the third quarter. .141 to go in the third. It is a tied ball game. Still got a quarter left to go in this rivalry game between Notre Dame and Michigan State. The Spartans and the Irish. This rivalry, believe it or not, is called the Battle for the Megaphone. What was that? Yeah, this upcoming season, Notre Dame and Michigan State renew their rivalry, as Watson gets taken down to the 14-yard line. September 19th, 2026, Michigan State and Notre Dame play again. Their last meeting was 2017. Notre Dame beat Michigan State 38-18. And the Ultimate Series, Notre Dame leads 47-29-1. Trophy Series, 33-27-1 for the Irish. 14-yard line, here comes Michigan State with a minute and a half to go in the third quarter. Option play. Dowdle with Dortch, pitch to Dortch, and he'll be pushed out of bounds at the 22. Picks up a good gain. We'll be second down. Longest streak for each team was 8 straight games. Notre Dame did it twice, from 1897 to 1909 and 1987 to 1994. Michigan State did it 8 straight, from 1955 and to 1963. Here's second and 3. Dortch with the handoff, goes left side, gets the first down just barely. Close to the 25, but he does pick up the first. 13 carries for 42 yards for Tyrell Dortch. That'll be first down. Who was the running back from Michigan State? I'm curious now about who was that one running back that went crazy for Michigan State. I'm trying to figure that out. He might not be on here, but I'm a little curious. Minute to go in the third quarter. First and 10 for Michigan State. Here's a short throw by Dowdle. That was not what they had in mind. That was intended for Samuel Champagne. That was way short. Was it Jason T? No, Jason T was the fullback. Yeah. Jehu Colcrick was... No, that wasn't him. David Heron, maybe? Option play. Dowdle pitches it out to Torch, but they are going backwards to the 19. They went backwards for 6 yards. How about the defensive play for Notre Dame? Tim Carter was there for the tackle on the quarterback, and it was T.D. Graham with the TFL on Dortch, and now it's 3rd and long for Michigan State. 45 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. Here goes Dowdle. Well protected, fires right side, it's picked off! Intercepted by the Irish. Give it to Carlos Campbell. First takeaway for... No, the first interception by Notre Dame's defense, the 2nd takeaway overall. Because they forced a fumble on Michigan State's opening drive. Notre Dame set up in Michigan State territory at the 33-yard line with 33 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Still got a quarter to go. Notre Dame definitely got the turning point they needed with that interception. Here's Quinn right side. Open man, and he dropped it. It's McKnight dropping the ball on this one. It'll be 2nd down and 10 for Notre Dame, and Texas is up by 8. Yep, streaming this during March Madness. Michigan up 18 on 16th seed Howard, so they should be able to win that game. Tied game, VCU and UNC are going to overtime. Wow. Here's 2nd down, Quinn over the middle, picked off! Michigan State gets it right back. Oh, but the fumble! McKnight! Oh, but it's pass interference. Pass interference on the Spartans. It's on Gary Hurst. I think it was Ronald. Let me check again. Ronald Stanley, who got the interception but fumbled. I think McKnight recovered it. What a redemption play for McKnight. So ball's at the 23-yard line. It was a defensive pass interference on Michigan State. It's at the 23-yard line. Handoff goes to Wilson. He is taken down quickly after just like 2 yards. Gary Hurst with the tackle. That was the guy who got the penalty. Texas A&M up 17 on St. Mary's, 48-31, under 14 minutes to go. VCU went on a 19-5 run to force overtime. And now, end of the 3rd quarter, Notre Dame and Michigan State are all tied up. Clifford Dukes telling everybody, put your 4s up, because it's time for the 4th quarter when we return. And we only return in a few seconds. Starting the 4th quarter, it's 2nd and 8 from the 21. Notre Dame is definitely in field goal range, but they obviously want to get 6. Handoff goes to Wilson. He's going to go right side. Makes a move. Tries to go inside, but he gets just a few yards. It'll be 3rd down. It's in the red zone. And Texas is up by 12. Yep, we are screwed. Roderick Maples with the tackle. It's going to be 3rd down for Notre Dame. BYU is screwed. Oh boy. 3rd and 5 for the Irish at the 18-yard line. Can they convert here? Quinn fires underneath, completes it to Stovall, but he's short! Oh, goodness, he is short. Ronald Stanley saved the Spartans from giving up a 1st down. And the Irish are going to have to kick a field goal. He's 1-of-1 in this game. This one's going to be from 31 yards from the right hash. 18-point lead for Texas A&M. Here's the kick from 31. He got it. Ivy puts Notre Dame ahead by 3 early in the fourth quarter. There are 4 more games coming up tonight in March Madness. Penn, Illinois at 9:25 Eastern. Georgia, St. Louis coming up at 8:55 Central. 9 Central is Kennesaw State, Gonzaga. And 9:10 Central is Houston against Idaho. The Vandals. Here's the kick by Ivy. Here goes Tyrell Dortch on the return. He will take it to the 19-yard line. That's where Michigan State will start their next drive. So here we go, first down at the 19. Here goes Dortch on the carry. He fumbles the ball again. Well, not again, but he fumbled the football and it's recovered by the Spartans, but my goodness. So 2nd and 10 off the fumble recovery by Michigan State. Man goes in motion for the Spartans. 2nd and 10. Toss to... Oh, it's an end around. Kyle Brown will throw it to Damon Dowdle, but he overthrew it. That was a little trick play. That was the same thing Notre Dame did earlier in the game, but this time couldn't connect. And it's going to be 3rd down. That VCU-UNC game is something else. Now 3rd and 10 for the Spartans. Dowdle to throw. Oh, and he is going to get sacked. He is not even going to get it off. Oh, and he's hurt on the play too. The tackle goes to Derek Landry. And Damon Dowdle goes down, so Drew Stanton will have to take over until further notice. But Langford's going to have to punt it away. What a bad situation for Michigan State. Having the chance to take the lead back. And now they got to punt this away. Stovall's back to return. Deep punt, really good one from Langford. And take it down to Stovall at the 45. So Notre Dame will take over again. See if they can build on the lead to prevent an upset bid by Michigan State. 4 minutes to play in overtime for VCU, North Carolina. Bruce Double will return. Thankfully for them, that is the case. It was a defensive rebound. I think timeout was called. Here's an option play. Rashawn Powers Neal up the middle. He's going to get to the 48-yard line. He got a 7-yard gain. Pretty good run defensive performance by Michigan State, but can't say that yet. 2nd down now coming from Notre Dame. Whew. 2nd down and 3. It's already the first day of March Madness. We already got some craziness. 2nd down and 3 for Notre Dame. Play fake to Wilson. Here goes Brady Quinn. Lofting left side. Completes it to Freeman. 1st down Notre Dame. My goodness. It's another first down for Notre Dame. It's at the 38-yard line. Under 4 minutes to go in the game. Really not good for Michigan State. Here goes Wilson on the run. He's going to get another decent gain. Looks like 5 yards perhaps. To the 33-yard line. My goodness, how about Notre Dame? Running the ball with force. To go down the field and run this clock out. Michigan State's got to get a stop. Otherwise, this could be really over. 2nd and 5 for the Irish. Here goes Quinn back to throw. He's going to look left side. Completes it to McKnight in the red zone inside the 15. It's another first down for Notre Dame. Oh, goodness. And it's another first down. Notre Dame keeps the clock going and keeps the football. 14-yard line, 1st and 10 for Notre Dame. This is just running the clock out time for the Irish. Handoff goes to Wilson. You'll go left side, spin move! And he will take it to the 1. It's 1st and goal. Notre Dame knocking on the door of scoring a touchdown in this 4th quarter. With a 3-point lead, which will give them a 10-point lead with 2.5 minutes remaining. They'll probably step it with 2:22 left in the ball game. I think the longer Notre Dame has the football, the less time Michigan State less chance that Michigan State has to make it a comeback, unless they hold it to a field goal. Toss play. Wilson takes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. 1 yard run for Wilson. Takes it all the way. Marcus Wilson, the 5th-year senior, takes it on in for 1 yard out. And the Irish are about to have a 10-point lead over Michigan State with 2:20 to go. Stevie Ivy. Stevie Ivy. I'm just going to call him Stevie Ivy now. That's actually better. Stevie makes the extra point. 20-10 with 2:20 to go. My goodness, what a game we've had so far. So here we go. Kickoff coming up. Michigan State's got to drive down the field, score a touchdown, and perhaps get an onside kick to keep their hopes alive. Doable, but not likely. It's in the end zone, and he'll let down for a touchback as Ashley wants him. So now Michigan State sets up at the 20-yard line. That is where they will start their next drive as they try to cut down on the lead. As it brings up 1st and 10. See what David Dowdle and the Spartans have in store. Hopefully David Dowdle's doing okay after the elbow injury he suffered earlier in the game. Lofter goes overthrown for Tyrell Dortch. Oh no. Not the start you want if you're Michigan State. This now brings up 2nd and 10 for the Spartans. 20-10, 2:14 to go in the game. Irish with a 10-point lead. Dowdle Little rollout loft to the left side. It is complete to Brown. First down, Spartans. And it's in Notre Dame territory. What a catch from Kyle Brown. Over the top of the defender. And the Spartans take over 2:08 to go. First down at the 48. Clock now keeps moving. High snap. Dowdle. Looking right side. Completes it. And it's a foot race inside the 30. It's another first down for Michigan State. That completion goes to Jason Randall.
What game is this?
NCAA football 2004.
2004?
Yeah, 2 decades ago.
Wow, that's big that
I think I'm the only one keeping this game alive. Because I don't think anybody else does it regularly. That's complete. That's Ben Steckler for a first down, and he went out of bounds. Seven-yard gain. Steckler goes out of bounds. 2nd and 3. Oh, goodness. Dowdle. Dropping back on 2nd down. Laughter to the outside. Completes to Eric Knott, the tight end. It's another Michigan State first down. Inside the red zone at the 17. Uh-oh, here come the Spartans. 1st and 10 now in the red zone. Dowdle. Good protection over the middle. Flag down. It's going to be against the Spartans. Oh, goodness. The true freshman center, Grant Watts, gets called for holding. John L. Smith not happy. That was the coach for Michigan State at the time. This had... I don't remember the guy's name. It's like something Mangino. No, not Mangino. No. Mark D'Antonio.
Take him out before you go there.
Minute and a half to go. 1st and 20. At the 27-yard line. Here's Dowdle looking right side. Completes it. Tyrell George down the sideline. Touchdown, Michigan State. Michigan State brings this lead back to a 1 score. And an extra point away from being only down 3. Tyrell George with a 27-yard touchdown reception. And the Spartans now getting closer. Oh my goodness, it's going to come down to an onside kick probably. Stand to hold, Dave Rayner to kick. Oh no. This is starting to get interesting. Extra point goes through. It's 20-17. Notre Dame leads with 1:27 to go. That's actually plenty of time for Michigan State. Tyrell George down the sideline off the reception, and he brings the lead down to 3. (20-17). I think Michigan State's going to onside it. Yes, they will. Kick it deep and at an angle enough to where you can recover it. That's going to be recovered out of bounds by Notre Dame. I think it was McKnight who caught it. And first down, Irish. At the 45-yard line. All Notre Dame has to do is get 1 or 2 first downs, and they pretty much have this thing won. Ashton Watson, 2 interceptions, 1 return for a touchdown. Maurice Stovall, 3 catches for 122 yards and a touchdown. Those are your players of the game. Handoff goes to Wilson. Uh-oh. 1 defender over pursued, but 2-yard gain. Timeout. First timeout for Michigan State. 1:23 remains. 2nd and 8 for Notre Dame after the 2-yard run. Wilson gets it again. Take it down for a loss. Uh-oh. Michigan State calls their 2nd timeout. What a big stop by Ellis Davis. And it's 3rd and 10 for Notre Dame. 1:20 remains. Now let's see. This is a big 3rd down. Get a stop and you got a shot. Quinn. Dropping back. Looking left side. Oh, it's incomplete. 1:16 remains. Michigan State has a shot. Minute 16 with a timeout left. Uh-oh. I think Notre Dame screwed up here. Didn't decide to run and waste or spend the 3rd and final timeout for Michigan State. And now they got to punt it away. This punt is going to the end zone. Michigan State will set up with 1:11 to go and a timeout to see if they can tie this thing up or take the lead and win the game. Either send it to overtime or win the game. Minute and 11 to go. Can Michigan State pull off a miracle? Trips on the left side. Attention, last chance for Michigan State. Dowdle. In trouble, he's sacked. Oh, goodness. The sack by Lindsay. Sack by Simeon Lindsay, the true freshman. Here's the 2nd down. Fake spike by Dowdle. He's going to lock one on the left side, and it's intercepted. It's going to be the ball game. And who else but Colby Smith to ice the game. The true freshman, Colby Smith, just gained it. And Notre Dame is going to survive again. How about that? 52 seconds remain, but it's not going to matter. Marcus Wilson on the handoff. Final timeout called by Michigan State with 49 seconds left. Oh my goodness. Unbelievable. Yep, that is going to do it. Notre Dame is about to walk into East Lansing and win the football game. And they will stay undefeated. They will go to 4-0 on the season. Michigan State will fall to 1-3. They got a grueling stretch of Big Ten play coming up. Big Ten is a pretty good conference, especially with teams like Ohio State, Michigan, maybe even Minnesota. Powers Neal on the last carry of the game, and that will do it. Notre Dame has done it again. Oh, don't tell me Rashawn Powers-Neal gets injured now. Limp into the sideline and close-up shot. Oh, that might not be good. Well, hopefully for Notre Dame fans' sakes, it's nothing serious. But Notre Dame fans can breathe a sigh of relief. The luck of the Irish strikes again. Notre Dame wins on the road against Michigan State, and Notre Dame wins the Battle of the Megaphone rivalry. Irish take down the Spartans 20-17. And that is your ball game. Oh, looks like, as bad as it is, 10-20 for 208, a touchdown and 2 picks. As bad as it is, I guess Maurice Stovall wins the player of the game with 3 catches for 122 yards and a touchdown. Because that was pretty much the only big thing about that. Yeah, because it was a touchdown by Stovall, 1-yard run by Wilson, and 2 field goals by Abbey. That was pretty much it. Anyways, that will do it for tonight's games. Thank you so much for tuning in for today. Check us out tomorrow, 4:30, 3:30 Central for LSU, Georgia, 8-7 Central for Ohio State, Kansas State. As always, it's Coach Tevin Price. For everybody from the Grizzly Sports Network.